Yes. Yes, this is a fertile land. We will thrive, we will rule over all this land, and we will call it this land. I think we should call it your grave. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Ha 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 ha. Mine is an evil laugh. Now die. Rah, rah. Oh no, 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 no.
What is happening?
Just playing with some dinosaurs.
Okay, well, these are not the dinosaurs that were in that show, and this one's not a dinosaur at all.
What?
This is Quetzalcoatlus. It is not actually a dinosaur, it is a pterosaur, a flying reptile. You may have seen one in our Life Then and Now haul.
Paleontology is the study of all past life through fossils, from fossils of insects to plants to mammals and, of course, dinosaurs. This means not every skeleton in our Life Then and Now haul is actually a dinosaur. Cue the non-dinosaur. And with such an abundance and diversity of life, what our paleontologists do today is try and organize and classify these creatures based on their evolutionary relationships. And they figure those out by looking at what characteristics these creatures might have had in common or not. So how different do these guys look? They use tools called cladograms to show these relationships. Dinosaurs and pterosaurs are both archosaurs, a larger group of ruling reptiles that includes many extinct species, but also some still living species of crocodilians and birds. So pterosaurs and dinosaurs are closely related, but pterosaurs branched off the archosaur line long before the last common ancestor of dinosaurs. This means that in examining all the fossil evidence found so far, paleontologists have observed a few key traits that all dinosaurs share. And this sets them apart as a distinct group from the pterosaurs in the same way that a crocodile is a type of reptile, but not all reptiles are crocodiles. So what makes dinosaurs unique? They have scaly skin and they lay eggs just like other reptiles, but they have a few very key anatomical differences, particularly in the hip and leg structure. As some would say, those hips don't lie.
Dinosaurs had an open hip socket, meaning it's an open hole you can see right through. Because their hip sockets were open holes, the end of their femurs or thigh bones needed to turn inward to fit into the openings. This helped give them an upright posture, similar to ours. Their legs supported their body from underneath rather than from out to the side. Other reptiles, including modern-day crocodiles, have a more sprawling leg posture like that. However, you can see this dino-like hip structure in modern birds, which makes sense, because birds are dinosaurs. But that's a topic for another time.
Other skeletal features unique to dinosaurs include things like having 3 or more vertebrae that make up the sacrum, which is the part of the spine that the hip bone's attached to, or having fewer and smaller bones in the 4th and 5th digits, or losing them entirely. And there's more, but a lot of these are really hard to see in a mounted skeleton at the museum. So since we've covered all the main ones, can you now tell me which of the specimens in the museum we're about to show you are dinosaurs?
That one for sure. Whoops, not that one. No, definitely not. No dinosaur had flippers like a mosasaur. Ah, definitely a dinosaur.
Thank you for joining me today on Amaze Your Brain at Home. Until next time.
Cut.
Okay.